Hello, and thank you for taking time to listen to a little WebEx and watch a little bit on the screens. I promise to keep these short. In the month of September, I'm going to be doing a WebEx every Thursday and sending it to all of you loyalty champions, front office managers, and general managers in my region because we want to really concentrate on our IC recognition score. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how to improve your IC recognition score through the use of the guest arrivals report. Our target in the month of September is going to be 100%. I know you might think, well, that's not possible. Well, it is. You've done it before. And every week that you're at 100%, I'm going to be recognizing those hotels that are currently staying at 100%. Right now, it's the end of August. September starts tomorrow. And on day one, you're all at 100%. You just have to maintain that 100% score. So why is it important, though? Well, first off, guests that say that they're recognized are happier guests. You might say, well, how do you know that? Well, obviously, they fill out surveys, and they give you higher scores. A lot of the time, what we do is we ask our front desk to help us improve our heartbeat scores. We post the heartbeat score. We show them if we're going up or down. But the people at the front desk always think they're doing a great job. They never think. I've never heard a front desk clerk tell me once that I'm not that great. I'm not that great at service. Now, the truth is they all think they're doing an awesome job, and they usually are. They check people in. They get them to their rooms. They deal with problems. It can be a tough job. But this is one area that they really can influence our heartbeat score because guests that have higher recognition scores show that they also have higher heartbeat OSAT scores, always. So here's how the check-in process goes. Now, you might say, well, that's not me, but let's look at it. There's a lot of initials. First, you ask for the credit card and driver's license. Initial here, initial here. Write down your car make and model and your license plate number. If you don't know that, give us the color of the car. Make sure you sign at the bottom. I have you on the second floor. Would you like one or two keys? Thank you for being an IC Rewards member. Breakfast is 6:30 to 9:30. If you need anything else, I'm right here until 11 p.m. and the elevator is right over there. And I've heard this over and over and over. It's at Hampton Inn 2. It's at La Quinta. It's at Marriott. It's at all of the hotels. For some reason, this is how our check-in process goes. So let's change that up a little bit. One thing I want you to do today is go up to the front desk, sit in the lobby, listen to how people are checked in. Tell me that they're not being checked in that way, that they're not asked for their credit card and license, that they're being asked to initial all these different things, that you tell them about the breakfast, they thank them for being an IC Rewards member, and guess what? They forget. Why? Because it's lost in the woods. Recognition gets lost in all those words that front desk person said. I know that you're doing your job of recognizing them because I don't think I have a single hotel. I know I don't. There's not one in the whole system that has a recognition score of 0. Some people say they're recognized. In some cases, 70 to 80% of your guests say they're recognized. That's awesome. Again, our target is 100. So that thank you sometimes gets lost in all the woods or in the words that you just said. So let's change up that check-in process. That's kind of the old way. Let's look at a new way of doing it. So I'm going to give you 3 steps, things to talk about at the front desk when you're checking people in. Number 1, tell your club members what the club is. Number 2, use your guest preferences to personalize the check-in process. Number 3 is to ask your repeat guests for a favor. All right, let's get started. Club members. You'll see on your guest arrivals report all those guests who are new club members. Some have 0 points. Some say club new. And they probably signed up for the club online or on the CRO because they will be able to get a lower rate. You can see what rate they got. If they got the IC Rewards rate, the My rate, they signed up for the club to get that rate. They don't even know what they signed up. They didn't look at it. So here's our task for all these club members. First off, more than 50% of those surveys don't even answer the question, I don't remember, or they answer, I don't remember when they're asked if they're greeted as an IC Rewards member. My feeling is, it's just my personal belief, is that not only do they not remember, they don't even know what it is. So they don't answer. we need to get them to know what it is. So how do we help them to remember that you said thank you? So what do we say to our new club members? First off, let's explain the benefits of what the club is to those members who just signed up. So when you see club in very low points, because it's really fast to get to gold, tell them that they can get 2 free Kindle books because they're a club member. Tell them that there's new promotions going on all the time, like Accelerate right now, but there's always others. There's always a promotion going on to get more points. And say this, when you have time, make sure you go and download the ISG app. It's the quickest way to find out about new specials like double points or triple points, and you can get to gold status faster and gain more points quicker. By adding value to that check-in and talking about ISG rewards, hopefully they're going to remember that they were greeted as ISG Rewards Club member. Got it? So action item number 1, tell the club members more about the club. Get them excited for being a member. By adding more value, they hopefully remember that they were recognized. Number 2, guest preferences. Okay, you get the guest preferences on every single one, and I bet you're giving guests what they want. But here's what I want you to do. Use those guest preferences by reviewing the guest preferences daily when the guest checks in. So when they check in, we're going to talk to them about what they asked for. Verify that they're correct and let them know what you've done to meet their needs. So an example here. Mr. Smith, I see you've requested a non-smoking king-size room, and we were able to accommodate that request. Is there anything else that you need in your room? Number 2, let's look at it again. So here's another one. Use the guest preferences, review them, verify that they're correct, and let them know what you're doing. Here's an example. Mrs. Smith, I see that you requested a room near the elevator as well as a non-smoking room. First, let me thank you for being a Platinum member. We've upgraded you to an executive king-size room, and our entire hotel is non-smoking. This room is near an elevator as you requested, but would you rather be on our first floor? So look at those and talk to the guest about it. Why? You may be asking why. Would reviewing preferences help them to say they're greeted as ISG Rewards member? Well, the ISG Rewards member has 2 ways to put those preferences on their reservation. 1, they fill out their profile in ISG Rewards. And 2, on their confirmation, it's asked if they have any preferences. So by letting the guest know that you saw them and you're doing your best to meet them, they'll also remember that check-in process a little bit more. And remember that you took the time to help them meet their needs, and they're going to say they were greeted as an ISG Rewards member. So action item number 2, use the guest preferences. Review them with the guests when they're checking in, verify that they are correct, and let them know what you've done to meet the needs. Simple. There's a little story. Because recently I checked into a Holiday Inn Express. A very nice young man at the front desk said, I see, Mr. Bates, that you have preferences for the high floor or first floor. We're not sure what you wanted, so we put you on the second floor. I kind of laughed. I said, I prefer rooms on the first floor. But if that's not available and I have to get on the elevator, I'd rather go all the way to the top. He laughed and changed my room. And I'll remember that because we had that little conversation. Well, finding another room, he asked me what brought me to town. I really appreciated that he had taken the time to check my preferences, and I equate my preferences to my ISG Rewards profile. So therefore, I'd say I was recognized. The third and final one is repeat guests and surveys. Have you noticed that over on the right-hand side of your guest arrivals report, how many people actually have done a survey in the last 12 months? Not a whole lot. And your repeat guests who stayed with you, in this case, 3 of their nights out of 36 this year, and they haven't left a survey for any one of those in the last 12 months. There's nothing wrong with asking them for a favor. So ask the guest. If you happen to get a survey from ISG, we'd love it if you took the time to respond. It would mean a lot to us. We really appreciate your guest feedback and would love to have yours as a repeat guest. I'm hoping that since they're repeat guests, they're happy guests and they're going to leave you good surveys. All right? So action item number 3, ask your repeat guests to fill out surveys, and if they haven't done one in 12 months, as seen on the guest arrivals report. So make sure you take a look at that, see those people who haven't left a survey, ask them to do so. So here's our 3 steps again. 1, tell your club members what the club is. 2, use guest preferences to personalize the check-in experience. 3, ask your repeat guests for a favor and complete a survey. So let's move our recognition in the month of September to 100%. More guests are going to remember that we care to recognize them. More club members are going to know what they signed up for, and more surveys from happy and repeat guests. That's what our goal is for the month of September, and we'll reach our goal of 100%. Now, in the month of September, again, I'm going to be doing one of these quick 10-minute WebExes every Thursday. The next 4 are going to be live, and I'm going to ask if you have any questions or anything you'd like to share of how it's going at your property at the end of the in the WebEx. Again, I'm going to keep them to about 10 minutes so that you have a nice, quick, and easy thing that you can share with your front desk. So those are our goals for this week, and thanks again for listening. Talk to you soon.